Okay, the stream is live. We are about to be playing some pinball, traditional, hardcore pinball. Live on pretty much everywhere. TikTok making it's been a while since I've been on TikTok. Had issues with their stream keys and such, but back today. Huge code update on the new Star Wars pinball. Just opening up my different streaming windows, waiting for some of the viewers to stroll in, some of the regulars. Make streaming fun, so I appreciate that. Like the stream is stabilizing. Welcome to the viewers on the TikTok platform today. It's been a while since I've streamed on TikTok, but that is where I got started live streaming, so happy to get back in front of some of you out there, and hopefully the stream is fun today. It was a huge code update, so couple people strolling in. Nice to see you. Welcome in the first couple viewers. Today we're going to go through, play some of this game, talk a little bit about how much has changed with today's code update, but mainly we're here just to have fun, play some pinball, try not to suck, learn where my backhands are going, and, you know, do the afternoon shift pinball thing. If you're new to the live stream, my name is Aaron. This is Grown Up Adjacent, and I do this pinball live streaming thing pretty much every day. Travel around, go to the arcades, do the filming and interviewing. That's what happens on this channel. So like, subscribe, and do all those clickety-click things. So we will go pop over to the other screen a little bit today, just talk a little bit about the code update, but primary reason we are here is to just play some Star Wars pinball, have fun, relax. It's Friday. Happy Halloween. I know a lot of people are probably planning some sort of Halloween stuff today, if that's your thing. I know I have my front porch has my different pumpkins and such, and we got this scarecrow that scares the shit out of anybody that walks up, and a little creepy doll toy. So we got all that going on, the different lights and the different Halloween stuff. But today in the live stream, I'm going to be playing what is the newest game I own in my collection, Star Wars Fall of the Empire pinball. There was a huge amount of changes and upgrades during the code update that just came out, but you know, I'm gonna play a game, and then we'll stop and we'll talk about it. But I don't like to open with a huge long intro, but I do like to say shout out to nitropinball if you're looking for pinball machines and pinball machine stuff. They are my trusted distributor, so check them out. But yeah, won't waste any more time. Hello, Johnny Button. Welcome to the chat. there was a huge code update, so I did the update yesterday, but moved the rig in place, and yeah. Hopefully some of the modes and stuff we can actually locate. Some of the things are, I like it when they're like, well, we've added a whole bunch of stuff, but it's like after the 20th wizard mode or something. So like most normal pinball players won't actually get to it. But anyways.
The rebellion can most certainly use your help.
I will be trying to. I'll point out any stuff that I notice is a change to the game. There, so they've added that new sound. They added it to this game too, kind of that Simpsons sound. Or is that because I'm one of these, oh, my name's got the gold ring around it now. Oh, okay. That's one of the pay-to-play features, I believe. You see the little golden halo around the owl? I believe that's to do with Stern's new program that you pay to join. That's interesting. Okay. Well, let's play. We're going to start off with the streamer-friendly sound. And as always, I switched to the licensed sounds about halfway through the stream. So, CNK, welcome in. Ball stops where it does often in John Board games like Metallica and Avengers, or no, Guardians. The ball often gets stuck back there and slowly comes back. Back off. Oop. Oop.
I suggest you start one of the flashing mission shots. Okay.
Don't have it with me. Tell Java.
Slow moving center drains. Well, we'll find the tilt bob.
Very well done. The Jedi Ball Saver is now available. Oh my, you've activated the multipliers. No hands? Impressive. Most impressive.
Fuck. Welcome in, Kicksum. All right, let's go. Happy Halloween. I am excited for the new code. We'll go through it after this game, which will be, you know, pretty quick, but there was tons of changes. So the thing is, sometimes a long list of change, you might not actually notice anything, but I think we will today. Welcome in, Sean G90 as well. Happy Halloween, Jess, J Biscuity. Okay, well, we'll call that a unintentional warm-up game. Okay, so I'm going to go through this stuff quickly because I think it's kind of hard for... I was going to download all of the Stern slides and stuff, but we'll just take a quick look here. So we're talking about code version update 0.86, not a Jedi yet. That is what they're calling this code update. So there's a new mini wizard mode. Talks about how to qualify it. There's a new dark side multi-ball. There is achievements for not a Jedi yet and dark side multi-ball. There's new super modes added, making the same rebel combo twice. The same will start a super mode based on which blah blah blahs. Super modes will last for a certain number of shots depending on which mode. Okay. I'm also going to just post this in the chat as well in case anybody wants to really deep dive into it, because I don't plan on deep diving into. I don't enjoy watching, people read stuff off. So, but I'm just kind of scrolling through to see if there's anything that's really going to be exciting. I did notice they kind of snuck it in at the bottom, something to do with spell checking. So we'll get to that. What there are here, there's extra balls added, and one of my favorite things is extra balls when it comes to pinball. Eight dark side shots adjustable. Mystery warden extra ball. Half as likely as any other mystery options. Okay, blah, blah, blah. All audits for all types of added audits for all types of extra balls. Be curious to see how many extra balls I got and for what reason. Sometimes I'm like, where'd that extra ball come from? But welcome to the chat. Also, again, Space Chunk 3000. Death Star multi-ball callouts added and jackpot sound effects. Improved super jackpot sequence and audio. Okay. Added new video awards during Death Star 2. Added tutorial videos in Death Star. Added skill shots after. Added some missing sound effects for Shoot Again and Star Deathlocks. Added high score fanfare, bonus fanfare, game over music with fade out. Wow. They added a ton of audio visual stuff. That's why when I read this at work today, I was like, this is quite a update. Added game starlight effect. Haven't noticed that yet, but that's rad. New light. I can notice the new speaker lighting effects. They're sweeping with, right now, the wave is, that's one of Stern's more complicated looking waves they've done. A bunch of fixes. These are either bug fixes, technical fixes. Fixed Death Star. Well, that caught my attention, but it doesn't seem to I was talking about motor tests. Fixing an issue where music stops. One of the most entertaining ones is fixing the typos. We all saw the typo after multi-ball. It said multi-ball and tweaked different modes. So anyways, guys, I can leave that window open. We could refer back to it in case anybody cares later, but mainly the more fun thing is actually just playing pinball. And thank you over on TikTok, the call out nice multicam work to share the modern experience. Yeah, no problem. If you're looking for widescreen format of the stream, it's on other streaming platforms. Vertical is on the TikTok and Faceplace and such, but there is a widescreen version as well. So it's one of those annoying things that I can't always just say on the stream, but okay, we've gone through some stuff. Happy afternoon and happy Halloween. I got off work early today so I could stream early and then, finish the Halloween decorations. It's pouring.
Why, it's my primary
It's
function.
pouring ass rain here, and I think I'm going to opt to be the one handing out the candy rather than walking around the multiple neighborhoods. Okay, I'm going to time this out just quickly. So I heard this yesterday playing Dungeons and Dragons, but I think one of the, okay, so you guys have heard about Stern's Insider Connected All Access. So the main draw for me was the ability to have a leaderboard and to get free shipping on accessories. But then I kind of thought, I'd rather support my own distributor than buy direct. But anyways, I figured I'd try it once and, see how it goes. But it does this thing where if you're on location, your name shows up in like gold, and it appears that your name shows up with a gold ring around it on the login screen. I think
The rebellion needs every soldier it can get.
and it makes like the Simpsons God Ray kind of sound. Like, listen. Isn't that like the Simpsons? I don't know. I think it's kind of goofy, but also, if you're just joining the stream, for most of the stream today, I'm going to be using the Star Wars non-licensed music, so I don't get copyright strikes all over all of my social media. But near the end of the stream, for about 20 minutes, I'll switch to the normal music because then I can trim it out later. Easier. Oops.
Completed.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Rock is lit. It has come to my attention that the missions are lit. He destroys the shore.
One of the things I like to do early on is hit the light lock underneath the AT and then start to lock the balls at that lane. Mainly because I find backhanding is so important and I kind of like need backhand practice.
There'll be no escape from process this time. I don't pretend to understand it all, but this dark side is not to be trifled with.
I'm just remembering now, actually, last time I streamed this, I was gonna move this game to be a little less steep, like more like 6.5, and I didn't. I just left it. I run all my machines about 6.8.
Now come up before somebody sees you.
Yeah, so So CNK, you've always heard it called the AT-AT, right? Because I feel like in this game, like C-3PO or R2, yeah, one of them calls it an AT-AT in the game, so it's weird. Obviously, they can't decide.
Very well done. Ball one locked. Get to see now too.
Backhanded it into the Death Star.
Death Star lock one. Higher, isn't it? I advise you to collect it.
So I also have a ball guide that needs adjustment. So when I have been plunging or short plunging the ball, it goes around the orbit, it ends up hitting the sling. So that's a setup issue. Your machine should not do that. It should feed the flipper on that side. So.
First skill shot completed.
Just yeah, I will arg. I don't think I have a ball save. Yeah, so Space Junk 3000 watched the D&D stream from yesterday. It says Barbarian doesn't have a ranged weapon despite it telling you to hold it while fighting Udashi. They need to change this. Barbarian code came out with ranged weapon after they coded that mission. That is all correct, yeah.
We need your help to defeat the Empire.
But the thing is, like, it is just a bug because it should do something else. Like, that character should still be able to beat the mode. Like, I don't know exactly how, but yeah, so CNK, I don't know if you were here yesterday, but I did it 3 separate times. I took a clip of it, but basically you use the new character, the Barbarian, and rather than having the ranged weapon, it just spots every shot and kills everything or does heavy damage to everything. But what I don't know how to do is recharge it. Like the ranged weapon, at least you recharged it by making any shot successfully. So I don't know how to recharge it. And it gets stuck in that critical mode, which is like almost like a game finishing mode. It gets stuck. So I do hope they finish it.
Greetings from Germany.
Yeah, Jerry Q. Jerry Q, welcome as the resubscriber. Thank you so much for the resubscription on Twitch. I really appreciate it. And also, Amiga Cami, welcome to the stream. Playing Star Wars, obviously. Having effort today is basically to see if we can spot anything interesting from a big code update. I wasn't actually going to put Star Wars on because I played it about 5 days ago, but the code update seemed huge, so I want to find some of the things. So far, the only thing I've visually been able to see is the light show it sweeps across the speakers quite well compared to before, but yeah. But yeah, CNK talking about Dungeons and Dragons, it's definitely, it needs some, well, D&D needs, it needs some work, but I don't know if I can get on it tonight. My evening after this stream is basically into Halloween mode. So I'm going to be making excuses not to walk around in the torrential rain. So maybe I'll be handing out candy.
Hello, my friend. Spare a few credits for the rebellion?
I don't know if I can handle that sound. Oh.
For a second. Oh, wonderful.
Shit.
It's too early, Junior.
And my nudges from the right is like, don't move this machine.
It's too early, Junior.
Ball one locked. Mission complete. Shoot one of the flashing shots. It may be advantageous for us to collect a mystery reward.
Yeah, the warm-up game. $14 billion on Jaws. So, Kick Some Ass in the chat just said they watched a game of someone scoring 14 billion on Jaws. I'd love to know their strategy. But yeah, C-Town over on TikTok. Yeah, I'll do better. I'll do better. Just warming up. Just got home from work, so a long day. But
Jedi ball save enabled.
just like that.
You must not succumb to your dark impulses.
Anyway, we should be at all around about 0200 hours.
Ball ever gonna drain down that thing?
It's too early, Junior.
And rejected shots at the center ramp. Annoying.
Why such a ability? Because the droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they're cookies are known to do that.
Almost saved it. Okay, well, it can only go up from there. Welcome to the viewers on TikTok today, too, by the way. I haven't streamed on TikTok in a couple weeks. If you're wondering why, I built quite the community streaming over on TikTok. And what happens, TikTok has some sort of thing going with Streamlabs where TikTok wants you to use their ecosystem, so their TikTok live publishing software. And so they don't get along with Streamlabs. So what happens when I stream, I'll lose my key access for a week, and then I'll stream and then lose it for a week. It is extremely annoying because I used to stream every day on TikTok, and you know, I've spent a lot of money there doing promotion. It's just frustrating. So for the viewers on TikTok, I wish I was there every day, but I'm on other platforms every day, so you can find me there, streaming through the games in my collection. But I just thought I would explain that once in a while. It is frustrating because, again, I made some friends on TikTok, and it's where I first started streaming with. I used a microphone stand and my cell phone elastic band around it, and but yeah, it's frustrating. So
We would be honored if you would join us.
all right, it's funny how like that the voice happened right after I said that, right?
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. But yeah, greetings from Germany. So Jerry Koo, what time is it where you are?
Humans do truly need my help.
All right, we got a new follower. Thank you so much. We are S4IJ. Thanks for coming in. New follower to the stream. CNK, it's 50 where you are and windy. Only rain can make your night easier. Jerry Koo, enjoy your beer.
Junior.
Shot was very skillful indeed.
Man. What did I do to you, Star Wars?
Hello there.
Tell me, young Luke,
All right.
what brings you out this far?
20 stream streak for busted chops. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Thank you so much. I love that.
I suggest we...
He claims to be the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is he relative of yours? You know who he's talking about?
Oh, he's not dead. Not yet.
Ball 2 locked.
Oh, there we go. I almost never get that to work.
Thank the Maker. The Force is with us.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Yeah, CNK, I got into some Halloween candy and like a little thing of Reese's Pieces in it. It had like 7 micro Reese's Pieces in it. But
Half battle multi-ball. Triple jackpot. Jackpot. This is suicide. Jackpot. Keep it up. The points are accumulating nicely.
hopefully I added it in time. Yeah, I did. Oh, there's a ball stuck. Damn it. It's frustrating. There's a ball stuck underneath the Millennium Falcon. I think I'm going to need to take the glass off, but fuck. So it's gonna ball search because
Defeat the AT-AT.
I hope I enabled door open ball save because
Defeat the AT-AT.
and the glass is tight in this one. Arrgh. That's pinball for you. And they changed the spelling. Okay, well, we're back in business. That was frustrating. I should have showed you where the ball got stuck because it's in a spot where it's gonna get stuck again. Basically, the wires that come out of the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, basically the wires that come out of the Millennium Falcon, it got stuck at those. And also welcome in Otis. Come on, man.
Multiplier. Place a shot multiplier.
I forget which other game I played that every time you would take a ball to the flipper, it would bounce it right into the out lane. I forget what game does that, but
I shall report your contribution to the general.
I'm just going to go back to the main screen because I'm pretty sure they added, well, not here. This is like the advertising screen. Oh no, it's the tutorial screen. Supposedly some tutorials were added, so kind of watch this for a second, but I think this one was on last time. I do think it's cool when the Death Star does spit out its 3 balls. It's kind of just like, bleh, and shoots them all out. So I do like that. So I don't know if you'd call it the attract mode, but the videos that start to play, I think they added some to there, but maybe they were there before. We'll see. We'll see in just a second. But yeah, so what does everyone have planned for Halloween tonight? Is anyone doing a legit Halloween party? Anyone going trick-or-treating with the fam? Are you scaring the shit out of people at your front door with a mask on, or just yourself? Yeah, CN Cake, Stern could do a Little Shop of Horrors. Did Little Shop of Horrors get done before? But yeah, S4IJ, yeah, I appreciate you coming over to Twitch. It's cool on Twitch. You got all the different emotes you can play with. Lots of the regular viewers are here. So it's funny because actually a lot of us have become friends from the Twitch chat. I was telling someone at work that today. I'm like, no, I like became friends from the chat on my live stream. So they're like, oh, okay. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Happy Friday and stuff. Get you the admin. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. Yeah, I do. Like and subscribe. But after the next game, I'm gonna go refill my Coke Zero or whatever.
Where do you think you're going?
I don't know. I'll tell you something. So I have like I don't know. I really don't like things that like, so for example, you guys notice I talked about around the owl on the screen, there's like the gold ring. And supposedly the new Stern All Access will give you your name in gold at when you're on a leaderboard at an arcade or a bar arcade. I don't like that. I wish you could turn that off, because it kind of says like, hey, I'm in the pay to play crowd and I'm nothing I don't like. I mean, anyone who's ever played video games, you know, I'm not into like skins or not like douchey skins, but the truth is I wanted the leaderboard and try it out and see if it was fun, and actually to try to encourage my daughter and wife to be more competitive at pinball when we play. But I don't know about the whole name being in gold when you go to a location. It's kind of like douchey, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I know, I know, because it's like you show up in gold and you have like a 7 million game when other people are doing billions, right? Like I'm happy with where I am in pinball. I'm like not an expert, and I think I'll just stay that as long as I can.
The galaxy is at war, and we need your help.
Like that, like the God Ray sound. I would love to be able to toggle that off, but I don't know.
The skill shot completed. He's late.
Oh, that was right outside the ball. It's ball safe timeout. Yeah, that's right, Jerry. I agree.
Missions are lit. So many to choose from.
Get back to the ship. Get it ready.
Oof.
All inside the Death Star.
All right, I locked one. I'm
Death Star lock 1.
I'm of the belief that my Death Star doesn't have any issues, but I'd love to know if that's true. Supposedly, some of the later versions have their Death Star fixed. I don't have any issues with mine, so.
J.
Rancor. Oof.
You've placed a shot multiplier.
Okay.
Death Star lock 2.
Yeah, so Jerry says they play in the Stern tournaments, and it's fun when you win, and the people are cooler and fun evening. Yeah, and the leaderboards are important for that, I think, too.
My, very well done. Jedi Ball Save is now available at the action button.
Backhanding that Luke where I just went is starting to be a lot of fun, because you can do it quite often when it rolls a little bit. Like this, like...
Right. You've activated the multiplier. You've placed a shot multiplier. Ball 2 locked. D. Look out! The Emperor's directed the fleet to attack.
Oh, I almost got it.
Greetings, exalted ones. I am C3.
What I wonder is if I...
Relations.
Okay, so let me try someone else in my home team and see if they're included. Yeah, so they're not.
The rebellion can most certainly use your help.
It's too bad. I mean, I know that people are going to bitch about this. It's too bad you can't, like, you know, register your household. Like, YouTube Premium for family. It's just one person. Just one person gets all access. Not all persons get all access. Interesting. I bet you they add that later, but I bet your people are going to bitch and complain like, my son and daughter don't get the all access. They only get some access. That's the voice they'll make too. Is the family plan $50 extra?
Completed.
I didn't read that.
I beg your pardon, but all the missions are now lit.
I was gonna say, CNK, I don't believe anything you say anymore.
Completed. Multipliers are lit. J. Place a shot multiplier.
Yeah, so welcome in Brooklyn Pin also. They do. I just discovered that. We're just talking about it because I don't know what to feel about that. It sounds like the Simpsons sound, kind of. Oh, you will in just a second because this game's going quickly. Yeah, you will in just a second.
The Jedi Ball Saver is now available. I advise you to collect it. Ball 1 rolled.
Yeah, in between games, I'll go to the rule sheet. We'll talk about the different skill shots.
No hands. Impressive. Most impressive. 5, 4, 3.
Okay, I didn't even magnet and went back into the straight line. That's basically one of the skill shots. If you orbit, plunge, and then right up into the toilet bowl.
3. Death Star lock 1. Skill shot completed.
That's another skill shot, obviously.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
It's ready.
I keep hitting the not lit shots. I'm aware of it. Multi-volley.
Battle multi-ball. Jackpot. Button to control Jedi power and save the ball.
Used all my magnets and got nothing. Okay, a couple things I'm gonna do in between here. I'm gonna pull up.
You're quite a good player. For a human being. I shall pass your name on to General Organa.
Okay, so here we are in Kineticist. This is where I go for everything when I want to know the rules breakdown and such on any pinball machine. I'll put this in the chat for Space Junk 3000 and others to view. Shout out to Colin at Kineticist. I find the resource to be great, and actually a lot of these strats are written by Capt BZ and Noah from this stream is on often. So the question was about what are the skill shots? So the rules are simple. We're going to go basically just quickly through the rules. Rebel missions complete forced targets and to light rebel shots to start a rebel mission. Battle of Hoth multi-ball, hit the AT-AT target to light lock the Luke shot. Death Star multi-ball, hit the Death Star to open the hatch, lock 3 balls in the Death Star to start the... So one thing that's also a bit of a caveat with the Death Star, so during most other modes, you can't open the Death Star. You'll hit it and nothing happens. That's not to be confused with the rejects that everyone's talking about around this game. The rejects are when the Death Star's open and you give it a solid shot and it comes right back at you. That's the technical issue. But I think some viewers confuse it with the fact that the Death Star is closed most of the time, even after you opened it in a previous mode. So just be aware of that. Jabba events knock down the Salacious Crumb drop targets to hit the Sarlacc pit. Falcon features, shoot the Millennium Falcon to qualify Falcon features. Yeah, shoot the Millennium Falcon. Does that mean just shoot it up the center? Sure. I don't know. I don't know how that describes itself. Darth Vader modes complete Empire return lanes to light Darth Vader scoop for Dark Side Mystery and Darth Vader modes. We do that quite often. Character combos make shots in succession to collect character combos shown in yellow inserts. Ion Cannon multiplier. Charge up the Ion Cannon by hitting the pop bumpers to light shot multipliers. Yeah, I won't go through all the rules. The question that was asked was basically about the skill shot. Here is skill shot. Hit anything with a few switches for super skill shot. Use the ball save to aim for the light lock target or Death Star ramp to qualify locks. Okay. Yeah. So we're still waiting for a strat from Noah in here, unless it's somewhere else. Anyways, we'll get back to playing some pinball.
We need your help to defeat the Empire.
Okay, and also Brooklyn Pin asked to hear the sound associated with the God tier pay to play, which I'm a member of, by the way. I chose to try it out. It was $70. So I don't know. I think it's $70 a year, right? It better not be $70 a month, or I'll cancel that shit. Maybe I should read the fine print. Maybe I should read any of the print. Also SJ or S4IJ. I have 8 machines that I own and 2 that are owned by nitropinball that they lend me to show on stream. So I have, currently I have Galactic Tank Force and Funhouse Remake. Those are a couple loaners, courtesy of nitropinball. Shout out to nitropinball where I get all my pinball stuff. But yeah, my game list is Star Wars, King Kong, John Wick, Metallica Remastered, Dungeons and Dragons, Jaws, Foo Fighters, Godzilla 70th. Yeah.
Humans do truly need my help navigating this machine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could call the channel sponsored. It's more of like a relationship. I want to continue to be their customer, but also I share my testimonial that I get good service and support there. But yeah, in order to put their logo on screen and shout out, they loan me machines once in a while. But unfortunately, I always share my honest opinions too. So that's sort of the if I ever don't like a game that I just bought, it unfortunately goes on stream too with their logo on it, but that's okay. The Jaws is not a 50th. It's a, normal. Yeah, I'm going to play it again. Brooklyn Pin. It is the Simpsons sound.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Okay, everyone, I'm going to turn it up a bit. That's the Simpsons. Okay, and also for entertainment's sake, what do you guys think about the glitter artwork on the Jaws 50th? If any of you have seen it in person, I'd be really curious what your opinions are. So Jaws 50th was released. It has the brass wire forms or brass look, basically powder coated instead of chrome. And it has sparkle paint and the red parts. What does everyone think about that? I will share my opinion next.
Super skill shot completed. Scruffy looking. There are several nodes ready for you. D. Use the action button to control.
Yes, it worked.
We've been rescued.
I saved it with the Magna save, which like almost never works. Excuse me, folks. So Doc Imagineer, welcome to the afternoon shift stream as well. Bedazzling a manly man's machine says not for me. Why is it ball searching? Oh.
Super skill shot completed.
How did it not know the ball was on the ball switch?
Because he's holding a thumb.
It's frustrating. So that is a bug. If a ball is on a ball switch in the shooter lane, the code should detect it. It's not missing. It's in there. So that's a bug. They should fix that.
Bonus multiply. Oh my, you've activated the multipliers. Choke is what you don't want to do in this game. Nudge instead.
Multi-volley.
Jackpot!
For those of you just joining the stream, also, happy Halloween.
Oh, do hurry up before the points diminish. Oh, do hurry. Super jackpot. 5, 4, 3, 2.
So they have corrected the misspelled Muti Ball, document engineer. Yes, it has been corrected. That's a new sound effect too. Okay.
The ratings indicate the shot multiplier is active.
That's too good of me, Junior.
Well, Princess Leia is wondering about Master Luke. She doesn't know where he is. I don't know where he is. Nobody knows where he is. What do you mean nobody knows? Well, you said, officer!
Okay. I'll take that.
Ball 1 locked.
Don't do this, Luke. Come on, give me a sign.
Is anyone dressing up for Halloween? I need to know. I need to know what the costumes are.
Shot multiplier. You've placed a shot multiplier.
All right.
Death Star lock 1. Super skill shot completed.
I should ball save. Oh, what? So these are new.
You're
Okay.
quite clever. For a human.
So those are new sounds and images, and they come slower, which is fine, but it's noticeable. Doc Imagineer says if the game were Black Rose, they could call it Mutiny Ball. Pirate jokes on a Friday. That's what we're. We do need more pirate themed.
You will be remembered throughout the galaxy.
We do need more pirate themed. Yeah. Okay, so CNK says, "Oh my God, I saw the inside of a TBL yesterday, and holy hell, there was a huge pile of metal shaving from flippers next to the coin box. It was like a pile." Yeah, so either that location they never cleaned up in there, or definitely the coil or the flippers were binding. Could have been from any of the coils there doing the slings too, I guess. A lot of people they don't know that I assume a lot of people, but some people don't know that a lot of the dust inside of a game actually comes from the coils, not the rubber. They assume it comes from the rubber because the rubber's black, but no, it's a lot of it comes from, especially in games like Jaws, where the coil is which one is it? Maybe I'm confused now. Where there's coils that are actually up above the playfield. Is that the game I'm thinking of? Yeah, any game that has mini flippers up on the upper playfield, they end up with quite a bit of coil dust on the playfield. So it's really noticeable in Jaws because Jaws is so light. But yeah, that's right, CNK. I just heard people talk about, they're like, well, I switched all my rubbers to silicone so that there's not so much dust on the playfield. Like, but that's not mostly where it comes from, right? Maybe some comes from there, but
Is it safe for droids?
I don't know if I can deal with that. They have to toggle that. I have feedback. I'd like to be able to turn off the sound. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just having troubles accepting it. Actually, I'm just going to get a drink. Yeah, it seems like Jaws always seems to look like it's really dirty when it's on location. I've noticed, but excuse me.
Super skill shot completed.
I like how much time it gives you for the skill shot. It's more or less saying
It
to
has
you,
come to my attention that the missions are late.
saying you can trap up and then still hit it. Oh, Kick Some Ass has the Orange Godzilla playfield is now black on campus.
Super skill shot completed.
Tic-tac-toe-toe. Kimi chatu tomo.
J. Multiplier is lit. I advise you to connect it.
Somehow I got the feeling that didn't help us very much. It's to you, Junior.
done.
So a question for the viewers, is anybody going to the Houston Arcade Expo?
Wait! I'm not sure this game is entirely stable.
I don't know what's going on upstairs, but fucking thumping. At least I'm not getting yelled at. Kick some ass, Seabass. You don't think I'm 50 years old, do you? Fuck off.
One locked.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Very close, CNK. couple years, give or take. No, I'm 44. 1981. But you guys all have to agree, like, this hobby is gonna like cap our age. You know that, right? It's like a cheat code. Playing pinball caps your growth and maturity level permanently. And you know what else is funny too? Like, a lot of people in the pinball community obviously really like going to the arcade. But isn't it funny but how at a certain point, like, we don't like it when there's kids at the arcade? Yeah, kids. Everything's getting greasy and dirty. Yeah. Okay, but Dust and Echoes. Hold on a second. Dust and Echoes, are you going to Houston Expo? And is it worth flying in to go to? That's what I'm curious about.
on it. So many to choose from.
Freevio. Tell them if they don't do as you wish, you'll become angry and use your magic.
Just as I said they would.
Okay, so I just noticed a change. When you trap up, it stops the mode timers. We'll keep an eye on that ongoing because that was one thing I didn't like about it before.
You must not succumb to your dark impulses.
Documengineer, I think you made a great take there. So Documengineer says keeping this hobby alive is reliant on access to good games in venues and affordable games for the home. I think you are right, and I think you've experienced this recently with the purchase of your Star Wars Home Edition. I think that was a great purchase for you, and I hear your wife enjoys it probably just as much as you. So I think you're right. I think those games that are in Costco are the gateway drug to pinball lifestyle too. Even talking to the Wonderland Amusements guy, you know, if they can make that machine good, it's gonna expose people to the hobby. Like I said, if.
Well done.
It's to you, Junior. It's to you, Junior.
The Jedi Ball Saber is now fully functional. Tilting leads to losing your battle. Jackpot! Super jackpot! Super jackpot collected. How wonderful!
I can't keep the vision out of my head. They're my friends. I gotta help them.
Half battle multi-ball!
You must not fall.
Han and Leia will die if I don't.
Jackpot!
But I can help them. I feel the force.
Jackpot!
This is a thing.
Yes, yes. You only want you.
It is you and your abilities the Emperor wants. That is why your friends are made to suffer.
Jackpot!
A minute ago, I used the the force save and it threw the ball into another ball. So tried to use it there and it didn't work. Hey, they spelled multi-ball right.
I will. And I'll return. I promise.
I don't believe we've been introduced.
Okay, I'm gonna read off Dustin Echo's reply too. So the question for Dustin that I asked was about Houston Arcade Expo. It's Houston Pinball and Arcade Expo, but I asked, is he going, because he lives in that region. Says, I'm 100% going to Houston Arcade Expo. Never have been. Everyone here says you'll like it better than Chicago. They say that Chicago's more corporate. Houston is Expo is a party with vendors who tagged along. That's cool. Worth flying to? Can't say for sure. But everyone here says hell yes. I think Jamie Birchall convinced Ralph to go and the Electric Bat Squad may come along. So cool. I vote, he says, I vote you to come for whatever that's worth. Okay, well, I've talked about it and talked about it with the wife. And so maybe I will come. It'll be just me. And at least from my household anyway. But I'd be happy to meet you there. And anyone else who's going to the Houston Arcade Expo, I'll announce in the next day or so if I'm going. I would love to, again, meet up with anybody that from the stream. Met with Dustin Echoes, who actually his name is not Dustin, and it gets me every time. But had a lot of fun hanging out, playing games. Playing a 2-player game with someone you only know from the chat is super unique. And I've talked about it quite a bit at work. It's a cool experience. But anyways, yeah, if anyone is going to the Houston show, let me know. Let me know here or in the Discord. But and so CNK also said you got your first 7 trick-or-treaters. Yeah, that's about that time. I guess you're 3 hours later than I am. It's 3:30 p.m. my time, so you're probably looking at 6:30, I believe, on the east side.
Pinball. Why, it's my primary function.
Welcome, Chris, also to the stream. Thank you for the raid and coming to hang out. I'm gonna have to toggle that shit. I'm gonna have to toggle off that that sound. If you're just joining the stream, one of the new highlights of the Insider Connected all access or all access. What is it? Yeah, it has a little ring and a sound that makes you sound somehow special. Oh, you sound special. But anyways. All ass crack side. I have troubles getting the audio levels right with Star Wars because I don't know, the signal, I'm taking an analog signal out and it's like freaking amplified. So anyways. But yeah, Dustin, I would say I'm about a 90%. I'm gonna talk it over with the wife. She's super supportive of this, and I'm hoping that doesn't ever change, but you know.
The skill shot completed.
Aha! I dreamed so hard it went back to the shooter lane.
Missions are lit. Shoot one of the flashing shots.
a CNK, does Jeff have a limiter? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. For the audio, yes. Maybe.
The ion cannon is ready.
It's not that big of a deal. I can just adjust the gain and stuff, but
Bonus multiply.
I should describe the usage. So I get an analog audio signal right out of the Spike 3 system. I chose that over the digital signal that goes with the HDMI because when I move my rig from machine to machine, I have a regular headphone jack that comes into my mixer. I wanted it all to be the same, but for some reason the Spike 3 just makes a way more powerful signal. So I just have it turned down to like 20%. So it's fine. It still works. It's manageable. That's my favorite skill shot that I'm always trying to get. I know there's probably more safer ones, but
Scruffy looking.
He's got to follow his own path. No one can choose.
Jedi Hall Seed is now available at the Action. Mystery wart is lit. Ball 1 locked. Ball 2 locked.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
I don't pretend to understand the Force, but this dark side is not to be trifled with.
so what else is happening in the chat today? Anything else in the pinball world? Anyone excited or disappointed in the I'm just letting the flippers cool down in between games, but anything exciting or mid reaction on the Walking Dead remake? Curious if people have had time to think about that, form any opinions or decisions on it. I can hear people arriving upstairs. I feel like it's guests or I don't know. So Documagineer says they're disappointed in the number of people trying to flip their Winchester for 3,000 to 5,000. Scary enough this Halloween. Yeah. So here's, I always like to, you know what, my dad uses a term that drives me fucking crazy. The term devil's advocate. The only time I would say it would be acceptable to flip your spot in line is if you're in true financial, trouble. Because things change in life, guys. Sorry. no one's perfect, and people make rash decisions when they make their first deposit. Like, those are the only times when it's kind of okay to sell your spot in line, in my opinion. But the people that, you know, had everyone in the house buy a spot in line and they're going to sell them, yeah, I don't think that's right. And I know a lot of that went on with previous titles. So, but yeah, even when I put my deposit on for Winchester, I wasn't really expecting one of the dealers to say they had one. So what happened was I asked nitropinball, and they had sold all of their like 40 allotment or 50, whatever it was, some huge amount. They sold all of them like right away. I mean, I like to think it's because I talked about it so much on the channel. But anyways, I digress. And no, I don't have a coupon code, but anyways. But yeah, I asked the other Nitro region, like the East Coast Nitro, and he's like, yeah, I got 3. I'm like, what? We'll fucking take one. So, but there's people that probably made the rash decision or the FOMO decision to make that deposit that they're probably like, dude, I can't afford this. That's just the truth of it too. So there's those people too. And I can empathize with people that like that. They made a poor decision because of that fear of missing out. Then they might be like, there's no way I can afford this. I need out of this. My kid's in sports. I got alimony to pay. I'm behind on my car payments. You know what I mean? Like, I can absolutely empathize and relate to that situation, right? People get into those situations, but people that buy 6 spots in line and then sell them for $5,000 a piece, yeah, there's a special place in hell. But maybe I'm just one of the ones that wish they thought of that. But no, I think we will see people selling their spots in line. We're going to see it for Winchester, and we're going to see it for Beetlejuice. And in my opinion, they should also say, like, hey, I ran into financial trouble. I'm not just a scalper. Like, you know, tell us a story. Why are you selling this? Right? Maybe that should be the requirement on Pinside. If you're going to sell a spot in line, you need to have a 500-word description of why. And it has to be verifiable. No, I'm just well, you know what, Dustin? I mean, for me, it was like I had just bought Star Wars and then having that conversation, oh, I need another, you know, $2,000 to put on a deposit on a game that I might get in 8 months. That wasn't a good conversation. It probably cost me in the end some sort of, you know, shit that I'll have to buy for my wife. I don't know. Everything's a negotiation. If you don't know you're in a negotiation, you're losing life's negotiation. Hate to tell you, folks. Everything in life is a negotiation. Everything in life is one of 2 things. It's a relationship and it's a negotiation. Everything, every interaction, everything's in a relationship, give or take. It's when life becomes a transaction, you want to avoid those relationships. Transactionatory or whatever the word is. Relationships and negotiation. Be prepared, because that's all life is. Anyways. But I don't have financial regret. I'm looking forward to it. And actually, Dustin echoes one of the primary reasons why I would look for, 2 of the primary reasons I would look forward to going to the Houston Arcade Expo. One of them is knowing that you're nearby and we might hang out. That is awesome. 2 is being able to play Winchester again and deciding if I want to be the one that sells their deposit. No, but being able to go on, the third one is being able to go on a Barrels of Fun tour. That sounds sweet. and hopefully there's enough time for me to like phone ahead and get an interview or do a exclusive tour or something like that, like a video tour. I will try to arrange that, but yeah, in the chat, Jay Biscuity, Jess, one of the channel regulars, says The Walking Dead is the worst idea they had. Ooh, that's a curious one. I'd be curious that one. Retro Casey says, why is it their worst idea, Jess? Yeah, Jess, tell us why. And Dustin, I will contact David. If you have David's contact info or a connection, hook me up. I have met David a couple times, 4 times, but it's one of those things where it was pretty superficial, like at a show or something. So, but yeah, I would love to get in and do a tour through Barrels and their current setup. The last tour was like filmed on a banana or a potato, and it was a couple of years ago, and they looked, you know, like a smaller operation. I feel like they must be really pumping now. Shadowtronics, welcome to the live stream. Also, it's always nice having you on the stream. And yes, please do, Dustin Echoes. Hit me up on the Discord. Jay Biscuity says, oh, okay. I'm gonna go back because I wanna keep the chat going. But Jay Biscuity says, basically, to paraphrase what she said, Walking Dead used to be big and popular, but to do a remake in 26 is dumb. I also, you know, it's a game too that certain households just wouldn't get behind. Like I don't know if my daughter would love playing The Walking Dead. Mind you, she loved Stranger Things. I've told you guys that before, but Doc Imagineer says, why didn't they just make an all new Tron? Not a bad idea. But copy that. I'll wrap it up. But yeah, I can hear upstairs. I've got my Halloween guests have arrived, and they're not the haunted ghosts of the house, though there are ghosts in this house, but they're friendly. I know these ghosts, and they're my friends. So. But anyways, it was a fun stream today. I didn't get even a remotely high score, but kept the chat rolling. And I will be on live stream tomorrow morning, possibly later tonight, but I feel like I'm going to be doing fireworks and rain and eating candy until I have night terrors. Oh my God, I had night terrors last night. Holy shit. Cough medicine before bed after eating cereal. To the moon. Let me tell you, to the moon. I was making some sort of like questionable late night purchase. And I'm telling you about my dream last night, by the way. So anyways, I was in the wrong side of town doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing in this dream. It was in a dream for those of you that are going to get a clip of this later. And my mom, who's passed away, was there. Like so vividly. Talking me out of making this negative purchase I wasn't supposed to make. Anyways, random story of the day. It is Halloween. I am haunted by my late mother. But anyways, we'll talk about it another time. But yeah, I would really like to stream for another hour, but I really can't today. I'm gonna go eat some candy, put on the rain gear. Did we export Halloween to Canada? I believe this country's been around quite a while too, but we have pretty much all the same traditions. When people say Americana, I think we have all that same shit. When you drive across what's called Zero Avenue between US and Canada, like, spoiler alert, the farms look the same on both sides. And the people look the same. So that is an excellent question. Doc Imagineer asks, do I celebrate the 4th of July? Abso-fucking-lutely. Check out my TikTok and my Instagram. I have a place in Washington, a little trailer. And so, yeah, I absolutely fucking celebrate 4th of July. I love the 4th of July. Yeah. And don't forget, Shadowtronics, I look for reasons why we're the same, not different. Yeah, any excuse to bullshit up. Yeah, on 4th of July, I was in Washington State, and I was in a place called Birch Bay. And the entire bay had about 100,000 people, and we were all lighting off fireworks at the same time. Like at least 5 people from our little like trailer park, holiday park thing got injured. Like, I couldn't believe it. So many, it was just mayhem. It was madness. So yeah, 4th of July, definitely we celebrate that. But yes. Okay. I'm gonna sign off. But yeah, thank you for the new followers, resubscribers, and channel subscribers, and those of the viewers who are watching on TikTok today. I only stream on TikTok about once a week, but my content is on Twitch and YouTube every day. I enjoyed streaming today. Didn't really get any type of high scores or anything, but you know, had a long day at work. There's my excuse. I'm gonna sign off for now. Let's see if there's any friends we know or like that I can raid over to. Yeah, we'll raid over to Los. Halloween hype with Laser Los. Laser Los was one of the first streamers that welcomed me to the community. So yeah, we're gonna raid over there, say hello, and I'm gonna run upstairs. Have a good Halloween. Love you guys.
All right. Oh shit. What up? Welcome, slammers and or jammers. Growing up adjacent.